Let's start, ma'am.
Madhvi, please start.
Yes.
Please start.
A very good morning to all honorable dignitaries. Dr. Pranati Chakravarti, President, Center for Literary Interaction and Creativity. Dr. Urmila Dabir, Principal, Rajkumar, KEWALRAMANI, KANYA, MAHAVIDYALAYA, Nagpur. Dr. Usha Sakure, Principal, MANOHARRAO, KAMDI, MAHAVIDYALAYA, Nagpur. Dr. Sujata Vyas, Principal, VASANTRAO, NAIK, Government Institute of Arts and Social Sciences, Nagpur. Dr. Nahid Suri, Principal, Anjuman Girls College, Nagpur, all the coordinators of the course, and dear participants. I welcome you all in 7 days Personality Development Certificate course organized jointly by CLIC, MANOHARRAO KAMDI Mahavidyalaya, RAJKUMAR KEWALRAMANI Kanya Mahavidyalaya, VASANTRAO NAIK Government Institute of Arts and Social Sciences, Nagpur, and Anjuman Girls College, Nagpur. It is a great privilege to welcome Dr. Pranati Chakravarti ma'am, President, Center for Literary Interaction and Creativity, CLIC. Dr. Chakravarti is a former principal and head Department of English, PWS College, Nagpur. Madam has the rare distinction of having studied and obtained a certificate in English Studies from London University. 17 students have completed their postdoctoral research under her able supervision. She has edited many critical literary journals as well as anthologies. She has won accolade for her poem Monsoon in the Mountains from Sri APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India. List of her achievements and honors is quite long. It is a proud privilege, ma'am, to welcome you, and it is a request to you to address the participants with your inspiring words. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Madhavi, for your very kind words. Good afternoon, viewers. I welcome you to this virtual meeting being organized by CLIC, Manohar KAMDI College, Rajkumar KEWALRAMANI College, VASANTRAO NAIK College, and Anjuman Girls College, all these cluster colleges. And I also would like to greet all the principals of these colleges, Dr. Usha Sakure, Dr. Urmila Dabir, and the other principals as well. Dear viewers, it is laudable to go to college, to meet your teachers and friends, to pick up hard skills. But what is required along with hard skills is soft skills. These soft skills are usually neglected these days, but we have to turn to them for the holistic development of your personality. What is wanted is knowledge of how to acquire confidence and emerge as a self-confident, educated person. You see, I'm not talking about literate. You may be literate, but to be educated, you have to have a cultured outlook, a well-read, well-defined personality. On 25/11/2020, we held our first personality development program from CLIC, and a few more have been held in collaboration with other colleges. After that, in 2020 was the first, and after that, Meenakshi from KAMDI College, Usha Sakure have been holding these personality development programs annually every year. According to Charles Call, personality is to man what perfume is to a flower. And your personality makes you what you are. I will just say a few words in Hindi. व्यक्तित्व आपका रूप रंग पहनावा आचार व्यवहार बोल चाल से प्रकाशित होते हैं. You know, the way you talk, your gait, your the clothes you wear, all your good manners See, when you enter a class, you may say, "May I come in, sir?" Or you may say, "Please, may I come in, sir?" All these things matter. And when you interact in a college with your co-students, they do leave a mark about your personality and others. Let us break up the word personality and look at it closely. P, P in personality stands for a pleasing personality. E stands for earnest efforts to follow ethical rules. R for a realistic approach to life. S for skills of communicating. O for optimistic attitude towards goal. N for nobility of character. A for augmenting a sense of dedication. L for loyalty towards commitment. Like you make a commitment and then you don't keep it. That is wrong. I for increase your strength to overcome weakness. T is to think positive always. Can I do it? Can I not do it? Think that you can do it. And why? The last thing. Yield your zeal to fight for success. All these factors will be dealt with by our speakers, one after another, in the next 7 days. And a man exudes confidence when he is in possession of such quality. If we turn to look at some of these questions that plague our mind, we realize that an educated person has to have these skills. A cultured person's speech is enriched by his reading. He is soft-spoken, well-behaved, humble, for he knows that what he knows is limited, much less than what he does not know. Thus, a man of letters is a man of culture. I also believe that all students are uncut diamonds. The potentiality of greatness, of success, is inherent in them. The need is to inculcate the culture of excellence. In this scientific approach, one has to focus on excellence to achieve. Dr. Kalam, our former president, gave us this mantra for our students. And it says, I am born with personality. I am born with goodness and trust. I am born with creativity and confidence. I am born with courage. I have wings to fly to achieve my dream. He told the students this, to repeat this song of confidence every day and not to be deterred by failures, and the sky will open out to them. He told our young men and women, dream, dream, dream. Dream to achieve excellence, and you will surely succeed. But for this, you will require direction, which is number 1. You will require dedication, which is number 2, and determination, which is number 3. Choose a goal and work towards its fulfillment, and you will surely succeed. Now, one of the basic impediments to the flowering of your personality is the sense of fear of being rejected, fear of being laughed at. I turn to a self-composed poem. Fear is an emotion innate in every man. Fear regulates our actions. At every step it turns. Little children fear the dark, old approaching death. Youth fear rejection in love, while adults pray for grace. So you have to overcome fear. To develop your personality, You have to be fearless and honest. With these words, I close my short speech. As I was told, there are many speakers, and I think Dr. Dabir is waiting. But I also thank the organizers and everyone for having given me this opportunity. And I declare that the meet is inaugurated. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words loaded with experience and inspiration and great motivation. Thank you so much. It is said that education without values seems rather to make man a more clever devil. Hence, this course aims to to imbibe values among the youngsters with various interesting sessions. To conduct the first session of the course, we have among us Dr. Meenakshi Kulkarni, ma'am. Madam is working as an associate professor of English at LAD College, Nagpur. Madam is doctorate in two different areas. Along with many paper publications, she has authored a book. She is a recipient of University Best Program Officer Award in the year 2019. Today, she will talk on self-awareness. On behalf of the host institutions, ma'am, I heartily welcome to you and request you to conduct the session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Madhavi ma'am. Can I please share my screen? Then I can start with the session. Do I have the permission, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you can go. Please. Pranati, ma'am, please mute yourself. Yes, thank you. Yes, it is visible.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead.
The name of this course is Imprint, and I really thank the organizers to give me an opportunity to interact with you students. Can you please tell me why this course has been named as Imprint? If you write in the chat box, I won't be able to see because I am only seeing my screen. So you can unmute yourself and give the reply, or afterwards we can just say, or I can just give you the answer right now. Because as madam said, as our Pranati madam said, we have to leave an imprint in the society. We have to have our edge. We have to have an extra edge in the society. And how can we do that? How can we leave an extra impression of ourselves in the society? With the help of soft skills. So soft skills are very important in today's competitive world. And the most important session that has been given to me is self-awareness. Till few years back, it was not that important, this particular topic. But now, unless and until you know yourself, you are not able to do anything in life. Or like my question is, what would you like to do in life? Would you like to get success? Would you like to be a good entrepreneur? Would you like to make money? Would you be a good human being? Anyone can just tell me. Students, are you there? Or should I just continue? Okay. See, self-awareness is what? It involves being aware of different aspects of yourself. There are different traits. There are positive traits. There are negative traits. There are good things, bad things, behaviors, feelings. You feel happy, you feel sad. There are so many things. Psychologically, it is a very big area. But right now, we have to focus on ourselves. We have to know who you are. in some few years back, if we would say this particular thing, I, me, myself, that would have gone against us. Like no one would have liked it कि वो सिर्फ अपने बारे में सोचती है. But now you have to really see yourself. You have to go deep down in your personality, and we really need to know who we are. So what is self-awareness? Some initial questions I'll be asking you. Do you struggle to find yourself or figure out what you want to do with your life? Even at the age of 70 or 80, someone must be struggling. Someone, because age is just a number. हमको पता ही नहीं कि हमारे लाइफ के साथ करना क्या है हमें. So life has really gone because time and tide will wait for no one. Then when you are doing something, are you happy with it, or you are just going in the rut like a machine? You are working day in and day out. Morning you get up, you do the daily chores, you go to college, you return back. We had a 2 years break. We had online sessions, but again now things are limping back to normalcy and we are into the offline things. So we are doing everything mechanically. So is it a senseless cycle? And what your heart wants, suppose you want to become an artist, you want to become a dancer, you want to become a singer, but in your conservative family, no one wishes you to do that. They will push you to just study science or commerce is the new thing in. So you really have to ponder, you have to look into yourself, you have to see okay, what you are doing, is it right? And are you stuck and you are not motivated to do the same thing again and again? So these initial questions are really required for self-awareness. And how this session is going to help you, like we are going to introspect what we really want, why we are existing in this world. We are here for 70, 80, 90 years, but we really have to find our true self. Why are we just going to exist in life, or we are going to do something positive? We, even after we pass from this world, are people going to remember us? Then how we are going to do that? We have to reflect on our emotions, we have to reflect on feelings, and then because you want to do success, you want to leave your own imprint, you have to make yourself so strong, and you have to know about yourself. Knowing yourself is the most important thing in life. And there might be some fear also, some deepest fear that hinder you to do much ahead in life. So that also slowly we can remove in life, and we can go to deeper level and learn from our past experiences. Ye experience has hurt me, I'll try to avoid it. Okay, so this is how this session is going to help you. I will quote Benjamin Franklin's words. These are 3 things which are very extremely hard: steel, diamond, and to know oneself. हम आस पड़ोस के लोगों को जानते हैं, we know everyone. We know our parents, we know our spouse, we know our children, but the most difficult thing to know is oneself. We do what others want us to do. We don't do what we like to do. So that we have to change. Okay. So the key areas of self-awareness are personality traits, personal values, some habits, some emotions, and psychological need. And once we know ourselves, that is the key to freedom. Who doesn't like freedom? No one wants to be oppressed. Everyone wants freedom, and that can be done through self-awareness. This is the first step. This is the first baby step that we are going to take towards freedom. That is self-awareness. And how we can do that? Through these things. We'll be answering few questions. I'll be asking you. And the most important thing for self-awareness is introspection. You can take honest feedback from others, and you can reflect on your own feeling and behavior. Things which make you unhappy, you will not do. Because others are telling you to do it, you will not do. Things which make you feel sad, you will not do. But things which make you feel happy, maybe sitting on a cliff makes you feel happy, go ahead, do it. You need not take permission from anyone. But definitely, there is a very thin line between just being liberal and being able to do what is required in the society. You can't just get into doing any bad habits like drinking, smoking, because of peer pressure you get into it. That doesn't mean we are telling you, we are promoting these bad habits. You are not going to do that. But what you feel good, which makes you internally happy, that you are definitely going to do. And the most important thing for self-awareness is self-observation. You have to think, you have to sit calmly, quietly in this mechanical world where you are just running, where you are running to reach a rat race. There, self-observation is very important. It helps you to be aware of the things that you should do, think, feel, whatever makes you feel happy, gets you on a positive quotient that you are supposed to do. And you have to have your own space. You have to be conscious about yourself. And it can be done through meditation or journaling. Now, meditation doesn't mean that you have to just close your eyes for 1-2 hours and just think about nothing. That is not meditation. Even if 5 minutes, if you just sit in one place wherever you are comfortable, in a comfortable position, and concentrate on your breath, that is more than sufficient. And journaling that is the most important thing. You can have a simple diary. Diary writing is very important, and we will be taking up few questions which, if you do through journaling, that will be very important. And why knowing yourself is important. See, if you know yourself, you can learn to accept who you are. If you get angry, so definitely you will work on it. If you get irritated at certain things, you will try to slowly improvise on it. So the most important thing to make changes in your behavior, in your emotion. If your life is going off track, how can you bring it back on track is through self-awareness. This is a very important tool which is there in your own hands. It is not there with anyone else, but with you. So you are the master of your own destiny, and you have to accept who you are. Suppose you like dancing, but your conservative parents don't do that. You have to convince them. You have to tell them, this gives me a form of liberation. Please let me do it. Slowly and steadily, they will understand. Then the second question is that why knowing self is important is like in case you have some self doubt, something like, now we are back to offline classes and you have to write your answer sheets. So after 2 years of only ticking ABCD, getting the answers ticked, the right options ticked, so now you must be having some doubts that will I be able to write? So the most important thing will be, you'll be killing two birds with one stone. I don't want to kill any birds, but this is an idiom, so I'm just using it, phrase. Okay, you will be able to do journaling, as well as you will be able to know yourself. That is very important. Plus, you will be able to, since you have not written in last 2 years, you have only ticked the right answers, you will be able to start writing, because now the students are back in colleges, so we have to tell them that they have to start writing, because offline classes, offline exams are going to be there. So this is also very important. Then the third thing is that it boosts our confidence. When you know your negative side, when you know your positive sides, if you write it down on a piece of paper and keep on collecting it. Suppose your negative side is that you are not able to write, maybe you're not able to converse with people, then, but after the degree you want a job, then how will you get it? You will be able, how will you get your self confidence back? You can start speaking with your friends, with your peer group. You can, then the next step is that you can speak with your teachers, then go and go in some committee, some useful committee, take up some comparing task, so that will also boost your self confidence. Then the fourth point is that when you know yourself, making the right choices will be easier. If you wish to have pizza or sabji roti, suppose this is one example that I'm giving you, definitely pizza once a while is okay for you, but a healthy diet after this COVID, we know that a balanced diet is very much required for our immunity. So only those people who had immunity could pass through this harrowing phase in the last 2 years. So you have to make choices. How you can do it? With the help of self awareness. Okay, then self awareness also helps you to express yourself freely, unless and until you break free the shackles. If you are uh, laid down in a cocoon, if you are not able to express yourself, then if you're not able to speak out what is there in your heart, you will be oppressed. And in today's world, no one wants to be oppressed. Everyone wants freedom. So that can come only through self knowledge, your self awareness. So this is such an important tool which is there right in your hand. And you have to love yourself the way you are. You have to accept yourself. Once you do that, half the battle is won. Suppose if you are dark and you keep on cribbing, okay, why am I dark? You can't do anything. No amount of it's not fair and lovely, glow and lovely is going to help you. I am on the bulkier side. I have tried everything, but no, nothing is helping me. Even these 9 days fast is not helping me. So, yesterday I was speaking to a colleague of mine. She said, just, and I'm really impressed by it, that you have to fall in love with yourself. Once you do that, then once you are in love with yourself, the entire universe will support you, reach your goals, and leave an imprint for yourself in society. Then why knowing yourself is very important. First important thing, for initially we would do SWOT analysis, that is strength, weaknesses, and then there are some threats, and then how we are going to convert the threats into opportunities. That we used to do few years back. The SWOT analysis would help us to know ourselves, but that is thing of the past. Now we have to focus on ourselves. Once we focus on ourselves, we are able to, when we are able to understand ourselves, we are able to know everyone. See, first thing is self. Then maybe if you are married, you have children, you have your family, your friends, then they are important. Then your colleagues, neighbors, then citizen and market, because we are living in a society. We can't be just in a place where we don't interact with anyone. We have to interact with everyone. For that, we have to know what self is. How your self-knowledge is very important. When you know about yourself, then you will be able to have a very good communication with everyone else. Okay? And the next point is that when you know yourself, you will definitely have compassion towards yourself. And when you have compassion towards yourself, it is simpler to practice compassion in the society in which we are a small peg, and we can definitely work in a society in a better manner. We'll have a symbiotic relationship in the society. And when you know yourself, that is the first step towards knowing your worth. Am I worth doing it? What is my purpose here in this world? If this is a very deep question, for students it might be difficult, but that is the beginning of all wisdom. Suppose you are good at writing, so definitely you will try to influence people through your writing skills. If you are good at poetry, if any other art form, if you are good at accounts, you can take up accounting. But remember one thing, students, you will not do anything in which you are pushed into. You have to do something which makes you happy. Then not a single day you have to do job. You will be happy in doing whatever you are doing. Okay. Then the next thing is that when you know yourself, you will have the courage to be disliked. Some people will dislike you. It's not that everyone will like you for whatever you are. Some people will not like the way you walk or the way you talk, whatever it is. Some things, it's not that. But you don't have to react to anything. You only have to respond. You have to respond to certain situations, and that, for that, knowing yourself is very important. Then how knowing yourself will help you overcome your fear? In case you have the fear of being in the dark, you get claustrophobic when you are there in a small place. Then how to overcome fear? Just spread out, go to a bigger place, go to a calmer, quieter place. But how will you overcome your fear? Only when you know that all these things make you unhappy. So knowing yourself is very important over there also. Now, in these last 2 years, we have seen that relationships are very vital for your self improvement. So how can we nurture relationship? That can be done through self awareness. And when you know yourself, you will figure out what to do in life. Otherwise, even at the age of, as I told you, as it's just a number, 60, 70, even there they don't know what they actually want in life. But the other day I was just going through a reel. A lady, she was very good at making fabrics, and at the age of 53 she went on to launch her own online store during these pandemic time. It's not that all bad things happened during the pandemic time, and now she has a turnover of more than 5 crores because ethnic where she's creating, because of her creativity, and because she was not able to do when she was in her prime days, then she was bringing up kids and all. But now at the age of 53 she started her own setup and startup, and now she is so successful. So you, for that, she could do it at the age of 53, and you students, you are in your late teens or maybe in your 20s, so you know exactly, if you know yourself, if you start introspecting. So that is why knowing yourself will be very important in life, and it will help you achieve your goal, achieve your dream, achieve success. Then how can you do that? Some tools for self awareness. The first thing is self reflection. What is this self reflection? If I just look down inside, that is not self reflection. You have to ask certain questions and dive deeply. You see, you can be an introvert, you can be an extrovert. It's not that introverts don't do things in a proper fashion. They can do things, but then they have to sit back and they have to communicate with themselves. It's not that extrovert don't communicate. Extroverts communicate with their friends, family, everyone. But you have to, whichever personality you are having, if you are an introvert or an extrovert, you have to ask certain questions. So these 13 questions I'll be giving to Sakure ma'am, and she will provide all the students. You have to have this habit of journaling. You have to ask the questions, and once you get, one day at a time, if you answer one question, because your mind is like a monkey, it will not be a calm place unless and until. So you have to give yourself initially 5 minutes to sit in one place and think what makes you happy, peaceful, calm, and know yourself. Once you do that, then, like, some more questions I'll tell you. What makes me feel safe? Suppose you are at your home, you are safe, but that doesn't mean you can't go out of your home. Definitely, if you want to carve a nation society, you have to definitely go out. Then what scares me the most? If you ask me this question, a small lizard on the wall, and the whole world knows that there is a lizard either in the home or in college, everyone knows. So you should know what scares. And I don't know what she has done to me, but it scares me. And I have been trying to work on it, but I have not been come out of it. Maybe I have not worked that smoothly over it. And what do I need more in my life? That is a very important question, and that you have to answer. And which fear you have to get over. Then you even have to know what I'm good at, what I'm not good at. If I'm not good at writing, so just practicing will help me make a good writer, isn't it? Then why is self reflection important? Like, there are certain skills. Maybe gardening is a skill, reading is a skill, reading, writing, all the four skills. Communication is a skill, making garments is a skill. If you are talented, like if you wish to do dancing, singing, so you have to find out, dig one talent. Definitely, you have many talents in yourself, but you'll have to find what gives you happiness, what makes you contented. Once you find out, then you will definitely polish on your talent. Like Pranati ma'am was saying, you all are diamonds. So diamond ko kya lagta hai? Diamond needs polishing, and definitely with practice you can polish it. Then from mindset to the physical level, how I have changed. If in the last 5 years, when I was 15 and now I'm 20, I'm on the same plane, then I really need some introspection. I might have to go to a psychologist also. That means, why am I just on that particular plane? Why am I not changing? That you have to really introspect. So all this will require self reflection. Then what are the things that I can do more and consistently to improve myself, keep on improving myself? If I'm the same, then I really need to introspect and take some help. And you can take help from your family, you can take from your friends, and then if need be, then you can approach your teachers, some psychologist. I'm not saying now, initially, if anyone would go to a psychologist, they would say, okay, something is wrong. But now, because people are not stable mentally, and there are so many stress issues involved, so then what happens? Then that stability is not there. There is some disbalance in your mental thing. You want to improve, you want to prove that you are the best, but then something is not happening like that. Then, so you have to constantly improve yourself with the help of self reflection. Then what are the things I need to stop doing that make me unhappy, and what I can do, how I can do to stop doing, and what would I do in my life if money and other people's opinion wasn't an issue. Suppose if you want to take up arts, maybe drawing or painting, and you don't have other people's opinion, because people think artists don't earn much. So then what about MF Hussain? How uh, his paintings were selling. I don't say that overnight you can become MF Hussain or Leonardo da Vinci or something like that, but you have to pursue your passion. Only when you pursue your passion, and you don't have to always take people's opinion. Okay, and then the most important thing is that you definitely have to have core values. Everyone have fingerprints, but nobody's fingerprints are same. And when you do so many things, when you are in college, when you are teaching, when you are making money, when you are holding the brush, or when you are dancing, or when you are making a beautiful dress, what are you doing? You are leaving your own fingerprints everywhere. And values are like fingerprints. Nobody is the same, but you leave them over everything, whatever little. Suppose you have made a small basket, you get so happy. You've made a basket of maybe small bamboo sticks for a child of maybe 7 8 years. He or she shows it to her mother. Mother says, it's okay. that will be a very wrong attitude. The mother should always appreciate, because the thought behind it, that the child is trying to do something creative, that will really leave a mark. So we have to have our core values. Honesty has to be there. Your in the like, we always want to be a perfectionist. So when we want to be a perfectionist, what are we trying to do? We are becoming robos. It's not like that. We have to enjoy our surrounding, and we have to see to it that in the run, we make ourselves happy. When we ourselves are happy, then we keep our core value intact. Honesty, all the values which are taught to us in school. If you went to a convent school, the nuns, the values the moral education which they gave you, all that is very important. Now I'll come to Johari window. That is a very important thing for introspection. So, and this Johari window improves self-awareness and mutual understanding between individuals. And it was devised by American psychologist Joseph Luft and Harry Ingham in 1995. And it is a combination of the two psychologists, Joe and Harry. Johari. So what is this Johari window? There are actually, it is 4 quadrants are there, and it helps you to become aware of how others see you. Because see, I'll tell you, the way we portray ourselves in society, that is different. The way we are at home, that is different. The way people see to it when we are in a meeting or something, that is different. So we have to make ourselves see in contrast to what you really are and how other people are seeing you. Like, the 4 quadrants will be known to self and known to others. Okay, then not known to self and known to others. And first I'll tell you this: known to self and known to others, that is the open thing. So now, what is open? Suppose what you know about yourself, the others also know. That suppose you are a good orator or a good debater, so everyone knows about it. Then not known to self and known to others. Maybe human beings are not aware of their own characteristics. Suppose you don't have good handwriting. I'll just tell you about your looks. Someone says ki, you are not that good looking. So, but someone else says that no, the way you dress up yourself, you are very smart. So that is the blind spot. Then the third spot is hidden. That is known to self and known to others. Like, what we hide, we have a face, that is, we have a mask over our face. That suppose you are good at knitting, but no one knows about it. You get satisfaction and you are happy knitting or maybe doing crochet. So you have hidden that part of the personality from others. Now, not known to self and not known to others is that unknown space. That is certain time the human beings, they themselves don't know that how to stretch themselves. Maybe a person has a flair for language. He or she can write poetry, but she or he has never tried writing poetry. So that means it is not known to self and not known to others. I will be giving you a list of 56 words, which I have not devised, which these two psychologists have devised. There are 56 adjectives that I'll be displaying it on the screen. You have to select 5 adjectives that describe who you are. And the most important thing is that you have to be honest. Just you don't have to have a mask. Maybe you like singing and you will say, okay, fine, I am a good singer. There is a subtle difference in that. Okay. So, and you have to ask diverse set of people to select 5 adjectives. So diverse set means you can ask your family, you can ask your friends, who will give you an honest opinion, who will just not say ki ha, just to make you happy. If they say ki you are good, their opinion will not matter. And then you have to categorize the results into the 4 Johari window quadrants. Okay. This is the quadrant. If you wish, you can take a screenshot of this, because this will help you identify the most important thing, that is self-awareness. So why it is used for self-awareness? Known by me, known by others. It is for mutual benefit. Unknown by me, known by others, that is the blind spot, like assumptions, misinformation. Then known by me and unknown by others. Embarrassing situation, misunderstanding, misinformation. This is it. And unknown by me and unknown by others. We look ignorant or incompetent. These are the untapped potential. Once you have reached there, once you have reached this unknown spot, you can really do wonders with your life. This untapped, the 4th quadrant, if you reach there. So these are some of the adjectives: able, accepting, adaptable, bold, brave, calm, caring, cheerful, complex, clever, confident, dependable, dignified, empathetic, energetic, extrovert, friendly, giving, happy. Just small things make you happy. Helpful, idealistic, independent, ingenious, intelligent, introvert, kind, knowledgeable, logical, loving, mature, modest, nervous, observant, organized, patient, powerful, proud. Proud, if you are too proud of your achievements, that can take a negative thing. So there also you have to maintain a balance. If you are quiet, if you are reflective, you have to be reflective to know yourself, to know your real self. You have to be relaxed. Are you religious or just making a farce of it? Are you responsive, searching, self-assertive, self-conscious, sensible, sentimental, shy, silly, smart, spontaneous, sympathetic, tense, trustworthy, warm, wise, and witty? See, we have got strengths, but we have got weaknesses too. Again, I don't want you all to take SWOT analysis, but we should know our strengths and weaknesses also. If we sell our strengths, we have to work up on our weaknesses also. Only then we have to win. If you feel success is not a very big word for you, being happy in life is a big word, then definitely you will be happy only when you know yourself. Then self-analysis. How we can do that? Do you like what you are and what you have? If you know that, then move ahead. Otherwise, you have to introspect on this particular question only. Have you ever wished that your life is different. So, how can it be different? You have to definitely work towards it. Can you improve relations? If you wish to improve that, it is not a one-way traffic. You have to work on improving your relationships. Then you have to think for a moment. You have to identify. You have to identify the areas which you normally excel, the areas where you face difficulties, and the kind of people and events and things you like the most and which you dislike, and the people, events that bring you happiness and sadness. So, this can be done through journaling. You can start your journaling journey for the next 7 days. And if you wish to improvise on yourself, all the good and bad thing, then you really have to start writing. And the nature and extent of openness you have with others. Are you open or are you always in a closed shell? How it is.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you so much. I'll stop sharing my screen. If they have any questions, I'll be very happy to take it. Because self-awareness is something which is a very deep topic. It requires your understanding of your own psyche and what makes you happy.
Madam, I have checked in YouTube link. I did not find any questions over there, ma'am, in YouTube.
Okay. Either they have understood everything, or maybe I'll just share you the questions which they need to introspect and the adjectives, so that the quadrant is also there, so that will help them.
Your voice is not clear, ma'am.
Yes, Bhageshri?
Bhageshri, if you have any question, please ask them.
Yes, Bhageshri?
She was telling voice was not clear, that much only.
So, voice was not clear throughout?
No, ma'am. Not at all.
I hope your presentation was full of content and you have justified all the queries up to the marks, madam. Yeah.
The students are very well convinced and understood.
So, Madhvi,
So they must not have any question. Should I proceed, Meenakshi?
Yes, Madhvi, please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. In her presentation, madam dealt with the topic self-awareness. She very well elaborated self-observation, self-confidence, self-reflection with various quotes and examples very impressively. It was indeed a very good session, ma'am. I express a sense of gratitude to you for your presentation. Thank you so much. I'm thankful to Dr. Pranoti Chakravarti, ma'am, for her gracious presence and motivational words. A big thank you to Dr. Sakure, ma'am, Dr. Dabir, ma'am, for their pillar-like support to this event. Great efforts are undertaken by the coordinators, Dr. Meenakshi Vasnik, Dr. Dipti Thakre, and Dr. Ashok Kubragade. Thank you to you them all. And finally, thank you to all the participants for their enthusiastic response to this course. I'm thankful to all of them for their support, for their participation, and especially thank you to Meenakshi ma'am for a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you, ma'am.